So let me see. I have a
Ooh.
few. Yeah, go ahead.
What factors or what is it called that the judge uses to establish a parenting plan? Like, what do they think about? Like when they're
Actually,
ruling
just
a
come up with one.
Yeah, just one.
There's like
The
There's
parenting plan.
A
There's
through
yeah,
P.
there's like so many.
Just come up with one.
do you know what the name of the statute is? Like what they kind of call it? Right? What are the factors called? Let's start there. Do you know what they're called?
I don't think I would know.
I don't know what they're
Really?
called.
I know the number. I would just say the number.
Oh no, I was just called just best interest of the minor child factors.
Oh, yeah.
That's
well,
what I
yeah,
always hear
okay.
people everything say.
Yeah. So one of them would be just how close they are to friends and family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
job. Yeah.
The first one, the top one, is facilitating a close and continuing relationship
Relationship.
with the other parent.
Yes.
So it's your job to make sure that you are being a good parent and making sure your children have a good relationship with the other parent.
Mhm.
Our courts really like that. So sometimes when people go to court and they just want to bash their ex, that actually has like a lot of very negative blowback on them.
Yeah.
So if you go to court and you're like, he's a jerk and he never changed his diaper, he doesn't even know where we store the peanut butter to make sandwiches, right?
Mhm.
That storyline is a failure every time, right? It's not enough. It's not enough to get us over that hump, because in order to deviate from shared parental responsibility, there needs to be detriment.
Yeah.
So like a straight harm.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that, then you're really not going to be able to deviate,
Mhm.
you know?
One that I see, there's one of the factors that I feel like I mostly don't see get applied. I think it's because I've mostly worked with younger children, is the child's preference. That is one of them. And I feel like
yeah.
that's very rarely used,
Yeah.
at least in my personal experience. Do you
Yeah.
find that that's been used a lot?
You actually do use it a lot if you can. You just don't know it. With a guardian ad litem,
True. Oh, you're right.
right? That they
Yeah,
are
they
there.
represent the child.
They represent the child, and they
Mhm.
actually represent the best interests of the child.
Yeah.
So it's different
That's
than
true.
an attorney ad litem, which represents the child, that like the
For
child
legal
wants.
issues.
Right. So the child wants to do, right. So there might be an attorney ad litem, say if a child is filing a lawsuit because they're like a child star and they have some money and it's their money to be
About
addressing,
emancipation.
they would be a legal adult.
Yeah, but
So
I guess would they need their own attorney to do that? I think that's I've never seen
yeah,
that.
they would. They would.
Mhm.
But an attorney ad litem is like the children have interests that are adverse to the parents.
Yeah.
But a guardian ad litem is for their best interests, even if the child's like, I want to go with dad, but dad's, a drug addict under a bridge,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Then it's still, you still have to assert their best interests, right? It's still
Yeah.
not what's best for him. But that's what the guardian ad litem, that's how
You're
you
right.
get that
You're
into
so true.
evidence.
Yeah.
And you do a ton of that.
I do a ton of that.
You
Yeah.
feel like you do
Yeah.
a ton of it. We have a lot of cases with that.
So many.
Yeah. So you didn't even know.
And I love guardian ad litem's reports. I just said that to you yesterday.
Yeah.
I did. I just said that yesterday.
It really is how we get over the hump.
It is.
Yeah.
And honestly,
in a lot of cases.
it brings such a good insight when there's some issues with children and things like that.
Well, because we don't know what's going on with the other parent. We only know our client's side.
Yeah.
100%. Because, we're obviously going to advocate for our client.
Always.
The other attorney is always going to advocate for their client. So, like, you're going to have the different perspectives where they kind of come in as that third party, kind of neutral and detached, not to use the judge's kind of word, to come in and just see what's the best interest. So, yeah.
Right. And how do we make sure? Because it's our job to present all of this to the judge, right? So if our client's just like, my ex is a jerk and he's mean and I hate him. She's a bad mom because she never cared. She doesn't go to the doctor's appointments. I do all of the teacher meetings. I swear to God.
I'm hearing a case right now. You doing that. I know exactly what we're talking about.
It just, how is the judge going to be like, well, is not going to a teacher meeting make you a bad parent?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe that won't get us there. But if there's more and there's more to be investigated, I can't do it. I'm not going to, hey, I'm your husband's lawyer. I'm here to just check it out.
Yeah.
What kind of sheets you got on the bed?
For real.
Yeah.
Gosh,
So I had a case one time where mom did not have sheets on the bed for the child, just a blanket. I was like, what kind of raggedy and shit is that? It was gross.
Yeah, it is.
Gross. I was like, this is gross. She
Mhm.
wasn't otherwise gross, but
Interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Anyway, I was his lawyer, so I was like, they don't, they don't have sheets.
You can get sheets at the dollar store.
They don't have sheets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's like,
Yeah, go to Dollar General. You could get very inexpensive sheets. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Anyway.